and welcome back to the Los Alamitos preview show. As mentioned earlier, this coming Sunday we have 13 trials for the Ed Burke Million Futurity, and the Ed Burke Million is the first leg of the Los Alamitos Quarter Horse Triple Crown. And certainly some trainers well represented in this year's Ed Burke Million Futurity trials. Our trainers Cody Joyner, Denny Eakins, and Scott Willoughby, and Orlando Gutierrez caught up and talked with those trainers earlier this week.
Well, it's one of the highlights of the year is the trials of the Ed Burke Million Futurity. The purse this year, over $1 million. 100 juveniles will compete. 13 trials. We'll have 3 pick fours. It's going to be a great, great night of racing. One of the top runners in the trials is Better Think Twice, trained by Cody Joyner. And this filly looked outstanding first time out. Can you tell us a little bit more about this potentially really, really good filly here?
Yeah, you know, she was purchased at the All-American sale in Ruidoso by Lance Robinson and Keith Nielsen, and she has been just a tremendous filly. She's very professional. She's done everything we've asked her to do, and I expect a really good race out of her.
Now, she was purchased at the All-American sale for over $200,000, so the expectations are pretty high. Nice bloodlines as well. Can you tell us a bit about the bloodlines?
Yeah, absolutely. Bred by Double Bar S. Everything that mare's thrown has seemed to run some or a lot, and most of it has been a lot. So, you know, yeah, there's some expectations for this filly, but, you know, the owners, they've been in the game a long time. They were very excited, obviously, at the filly's performance, and they're obviously excited about this upcoming event. We've waited all year for the Ed Burke trials.
Now, you've had some success in this race in the past. FDD Dynasty was a winner that you took care of for your dad as well, Mike Joyner. So what's the key to getting a horse ready for this race?
Well, you know, I think the biggest key is getting them through the training process. You know, you've got to be pretty hard on them to get them up to a certain point to get them ready for this. The rest of it takes care of itself, and usually the cream or the best horses, they usually rise to the top, and that was the case with FDD, and obviously we're hoping that that's the case with this filly as well.
Best of luck.
Thank you very much.
And now we're here with trainer Denny Eakins, another winner of the Ed Burke Million Futurity in the past with Ocean Runaway. Now this time you have a really nice filly just flying by, look really sharp first time out. Tell us about this one.
Well, we're awfully happy to have her. She ran an outstanding race, her first race here. She won by a considerable margin. She's got a lot of breeding behind her because we raced and trained her mother, which was champion 2-year-old filly, Flying Fig. And she's by a great horse, Mr. Jess Perry. So with that breeding alone, it helps overcome a lot of things. But she's a very talented individual. She drew the 8-hole in her trial, so we're excited as heck, and we can't wait.
Another horse that you have in the trials, our Dicey FFM, horse that you got to be looking forward to. Great family, brother of All-American Futurity winner. No secrets here, right?
Exactly, and we are really excited about him. He started one time, ran second, got in quite a bit of trouble, and came on to run really, really well. I think that outing is going to help him a lot, so we're really excited about him also. He's a really nice horse.
Best of luck on Sunday.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
And now we also have the pleasure of speaking with Scott Willoughby. You have 2 horses going in the Ed Burke trials. Let's start with Cell Topper. Horse won first time out. Had to be happy with that effort, right?
Yeah, the horse has been really good. Worked great. Came back and ran a great race his first race. We've worked him since then, and everything looks good. Drew really well, early trial, so I think we'll be in good shape. And just another hits in the last trial, and it's going to be late. We'll see how it goes.
Now, you were mentioning that this horse has run a couple of races before and a little bit of trouble that he had to overcome. You expect much improved effort this time?
Yes, she's a walk through fire, a chick assist, and she's a great filly. I think she's going to be a lot better than what she's looked in her 2 races. She's had a little trouble, been run over. I think she'll really come around on this trial.
Best of luck on Sunday.
Thank you.
Well, thanks, Orlando, and the best of luck to trainers Denny Eakins, to trainers Scott Willoughby and Cody Joyner, of course, to all the other conditioners that have horses in the Ed Burke Million Futurity trials. And, of course, with Scott Willoughby, Sail Topper's a horse you've talked about quite a bit as well, Les. That horse has a big shot.
I missed out when I forgot to use Cell Topper as one of the horses to watch this coming Sunday, but that is the horse I really like because this horse, see, remember the rail won by Cell Topper? Very impressive. This horse can go the distance, and Cell Topper is lightly raced and ready for the trials this coming Sunday.
Well, the key to these trials this coming Sunday, most of these horses, with the exception of those that ran in the trials for the kindergarten futurity and the kindergarten finals, they're going from 300 to 350 yards, which is always a big question mark for some of these 2-year-olds. Les, we watch the videotapes. When you watch a horse going 300, which ones do you think are going to step up and go 350?
Well, of course, the pedigree is important, but also it just depends the gate speed and also how they finish. I look at horses, how they finish, because coming this Sunday there, 350, they got to be finishing, even if they do have gate speed.
Right, that's usually why some of the horses that run well in the kindergarten don't run quite as well in the Ed Burke Million trials, because those horses have more speed going 300, and that extra 50 yards sometimes will play its toll on those horses. But we'll find out.